Here's 15-year-old Caitlin Clark playing for Dowling High School. At that time, she was seen as the top high school player in the entire US, putting up unreal stats in every category. Even with all the coverage, trophies, and praise, some people still didn't believe she was truly that good. You know the type I mean. Picture being the #1 player in the country, still basically a kid, and already dealing with a crowd of people trying to rattle you. Most teens would crack under that kind of noise and start playing worse. But Caitlin didn't. On the first touch, she slices through the defense and scores, and you can see one guy instantly look embarrassed. Right after that, she calmly pulls up from deep and hits again. Then it's shot after shot, nothing but net, while everyone goes quiet. By the end, 15-year-old Caitlin had 42 points, and the heckling stopped real quick. Even Kobe, as an 18-year-old rookie, wasn't fully there yet. Caitlin looked fearless at 15, while most kids that age were still learning how to drive. That's what happens when you try her. And if she could do that in high school, imagine what it would look like against pros. May 11, 2025, Indiana Fever vs. Atlanta Dream, preseason. The game is pretty calm, both teams are testing things out, until one moment flips the vibe. Caitlin drives, and Rhyne Howard hits her hard across the face, then stares her down while Caitlin is on the floor in pain. Even after taking that shot, Caitlin still finished with 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists, and Indiana won the preseason game. She didn't get to answer Howard right then, but she did later. In the next meeting during the regular season, Caitlin came out aggressive. Early on, she gets an and one right on Howard. Then she starts setting up teammates with clean passes and closes the first quarter by dropping in a deep one. After that, she keeps it going, more sharp playmaking, more big shots, knocking down a 3 right in front of Howard. The run kept going after halftime. In the fourth quarter, Caitlin completely caught fire, drilling 2 straight logo threes and sending the crowd crazy. After getting hit in the face and stared down, she answered with a loud double-double. 27 points, 11 assists, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals. But it didn't end there. 2 days later, they played again, and things got even more heated. You can see grabbing, talking, and Howard stepping up into Caitlin's space, getting in her face. Caitlin doesn't back off. She talks back and holds her spot. Teammates rush in to separate them. From there, the game turns more intense. In the third, Caitlin takes another tough hit when Brittany Griner elbows her in the face while she's coming off a screen, and Griner fouls out. Even with pressure coming from more than one direction, Caitlin stays locked in. Late in the game, she creates space on Howard with a nasty move, then later draws a foul for 3 free throws. She gets a key stop, then makes the pass that seals the win. Her stat line wasn't huge that night, but she made the plays that mattered most, and she showed she was the difference when the game was on the line. Now, when people talk about CC versus Paige Bueckers and who's really the best, one famous coach once argued someone was better than Caitlin back in college. UConn coach Gino Auriemma said Paige Bueckers was the best player in America, and he pointed to the numbers to support it. Backing your own player is normal, but he said it during Caitlin's last season at Iowa. And if you look at their head-to-head and the stats, Caitlin clearly had the stronger case in the exact areas he mentioned. The timing made it even louder because he said it just days before Iowa and UConn met in the 2024 NCAA tournament semifinals. Whether Caitlin heard the quote or not, she played like she took it personally. Right away, she attacks the lane and scores through multiple defenders. And every time Paige answered with a bucket, Caitlin answered right back. Layup for Paige, then a Caitlin 3. Paige hits a 3 and a 2. Caitlin responds with a huge 4-point play. Their back-and-forth battle carried into the fourth, and when it came down to the closing moments, Caitlin made the winning play. She hit the free throw, then forced the ball off Paige's leg to burn time. She nearly had a triple-double with 21 points, 7 assists, and 9 rebounds. More importantly, Caitlin and Iowa moved on to the national title game. Besides Angel Reese, Caitlin's rivalry with Paige is one people expect to keep growing in the WNBA. But for pure intensity, you have to bring up J.C. Sheldon. Paige is skilled, but J.C. plays more physical and brings more edge. Back in college, there was even a moment where a loose ball fight nearly turned into a real clash between them. Caitlin didn't get a chance to respond right after that, but she got the perfect opening in her WNBA preseason debut against the Dallas Wings. After starting with back-to-back threes, Caitlin gets Sheldon matched up on her at the top. Caitlin hits a move that drops Sheldon to the floor, then nails the three right after. Later, in a regular season game, Caitlin sends her down again. 2 times Sheldon ends up embarrassed. After that, it was clear Sheldon wasn't going to let it happen a third time. Fast forward to last season. Sheldon is now with the Connecticut Sun, and she still wants to settle things with Caitlin. In one matchup against Indiana, Sheldon picks Caitlin up full court and pressures her right away. Even with all that heat, Caitlin still drills a 3 over her. Once Sheldon realizes straight defense won't work, she switches to trying to irritate Caitlin. Extra contact, extra talking, little cheap moments. Sheldon thinks it'll throw Caitlin off, but it does the opposite. Caitlin responds by hitting more shots right after, including a pull-up in transition. Sheldon stays physical every time Caitlin touches the ball, but when none of it works, she goes even further. The moment that went viral, Sheldon pokes Caitlin in the eye, Caitlin shoves back, then Marina Mabrey knocks Caitlin down from the side. It turns into a 2-on-1 situation, and it looks like Sheldon finally got the upper hand. But once again, it backfires. Indiana rallies around Caitlin, builds a big lead, and with about 4 minutes left, Caitlin hits a deep 3 that ends it. After that shot, she makes sure the Sun bench and Sheldon know exactly who they're dealing with. And near the end, Sophie gets her own moment too, giving Sheldon a reminder she won't like. CC versus the refs and New York was chaos. And that same kind of craziness showed up on May 24, 2025 against the New York Liberty. Caitlin starts off cooking, perfect passes, long outlet throws, and she even blows by the former 2-time MVP, Breanna Stewart, on a strong drive. Caitlin is everywhere, controlling the game. In the third, she turns it up even more with a tough step-back 3 plus the foul, and then a wild logo shot at the buzzer. Everything is rolling for her until the final possession. With 1 second left, Caitlin doesn't get the shot off, and the refs don't give her a call. It could have gone either way, but there was contact as she tried to rise into the shot, and that ends the game. After that, Caitlin is out for close to a month with an injury. But the timing of payback is funny. She returns on June 14th, same court, same opponent. And with how the last game ended, she comes out ready. Caitlin takes over immediately, and right before the first quarter ends, she hits 3 straight threes to make a statement. She stays hot through the rest of the game, and when she isn't scoring, she's setting up teammates with clean passes. And just like before, she goes right at Breanna Stewart again. Only this time it's even nastier, stepping back and drilling the 3 over her. The scoring keeps coming in the second half, and Indiana finishes the job against the defending champs. Caitlin's return turns into a full takeover, 32 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, and 7 made threes. That's the video. If you liked watching Caitlin get revenge on her on-court rivals, hit like, subscribe for more CC content, and I'll see you next time.